Hello. Today our discussion is about what to do if you're in the United States illegally and you're concerned about being detained and deported. There is an alternative. One choice is to just return home or wait to be detained and deported because of the way the new administration is treating immigrants unfairly in the United States. But the other thing is to take this decision in your own hands and move to somewhere like Europe. I know it seems tough at first. You think, oh, it's far away. But wouldn't you rather live in a country where they want to welcome you, they want you to work legally, they want you to enter legally, and there's ways to do it? I'm helping many immigrants now to find a way to move to places like Spain. And we're going to be discussing Spain today because it's a good place for many Latino immigrants who speak Spanish to go. But one thing we have to consider is how long does it take you to become legal in the United States? Number one, if you're there illegally in the first place, there is no solution for you other than to leave the country or be penalized, or wait till you get put into deportation and see if you can win your case. That is becoming more and more difficult every day. They're expediting people's removals from the United States. They're giving them no opportunity to argue their case. They're giving them decisions where they just cut off the possibility of arguing, saying that person is never going to win an asylum because they don't meet the requirements, or that person is not good enough to be in the United States, even though they've been here for 20 years and have children here. So the option is to look at somewhere like Spain. I'm helping immigrants go to Spain and other European nations by looking at consulting with them and seeing if they meet the requirements to go to those places, and then putting them in touch with an attorney there in Spain who knows how to do it properly. So first you have to look in the United States, if you're a worker, there really is no way to quickly come into the United States and stay legally and work legally and be able to travel and go back to your home country for a visit. Where in Spain, if you apply from outside the United States, it takes anywhere and outside of Spain, it takes anywhere from 1 month to 6 months. Where in the United States, if you are outside of the United States, it would take you 5 to 8 years to enter to legally work in the United States as a resident. There are visas that allow you, but they're usually for people who are professionals. But if you're somebody who's a skilled worker, or a plumber, an electrician, those people, there's no way for them to legally enter the United States and begin working with residency and being there legally. In Spain, 1 to 6 months, it's unbelievable. In the United States, you don't even know. You do all that work, and maybe at the end they decide they don't want you to enter. So that's something very seriously to think about. If you enter from outside of Spain, they give you a 1 year residency, and then you can get extensions of 3 years. While you're there getting those extensions, you can work towards getting your citizenship. Especially if you're from a Latin American country, there are ways that they help Latin Americans, depending on the country and different factors. At least there's a possibility of being legally in the country, working legally, traveling legally, and not being worried about being detained for months, being separated from your family, and being deported. Those are very important factors. That's why if you contact me at rfuchs, RFUCHS 9740 at AOL.com, I'll give you information. We'll discuss it. You consult with me to see if you meet the qualifications in order. And then if I think you meet the qualifications, we set you up with an attorney in Spain to see if you can enter legally and if you can get your residency. Imagine waiting 1 to 6 months. It's hardly anything in the system where you'll have a great benefit of residency. And if you do what you're supposed to after you enter and you're working and you're paying your taxes and you're not committing crimes, then you'll be able to extend your stay and work towards citizenship.